Signed a treaty strengthening ties with the EU along with Moldova and Georgia. We can now speak to the Georgian Prime Minister Iraklii Garibashvili, who joins us live from the capital Tbilisi. Thanks very much for speaking to us today. Obviously, you have signed this landmark agreement, a big step for you and your country in signing this pact with the EU. Are you concerned about Russia's response?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a great opportunity for me to speak about this historic day. I mean, it's a great day, it's a wonderful day, and we gathered here, thousands of Georgians gathered here in the city center and to celebrate this historic event. As for your question, first of all, we see this agreement as a master plan for countries' Europeanization and for countries' modernization. When it comes to the question, regarding Russia and whether it will worsen the situation, relationship with them or not, my answer is this following. Since we came into power in 2012, after the parliamentary elections, we did our best in order to de-escalate the tension first with the Russian Federation. And I think we've made a lot of efforts, a lot of constructive steps were taken in order to de-escalate the tension and normalize the relationship. We appointed my personal representative for Russian relations.
Sorry to interrupt you. Despite the steps that you described
we're working closely in order
to de-escalate tensions, when you look at the recent unrest in Ukraine, I mean, they have paid a very heavy price. That's what President Poroshenko was saying today.
That's right.
And then you look back at your own troubled history with Russia, you must be concerned about how the Kremlin might react.
Yes. Right. I mean, of course, we're not fully relaxed, but what I'm saying is that we are conducting a peaceful and constructive dialogue with Russia. And just 2 months ago, Russian official person, Deputy Foreign Minister, made a statement on behalf of the government. They would not interfere with Georgia's association agreement, and they did so. I mean, there were, so far we don't see any signs of complications. But as I said, we will see in the future.
Some sort of punitive economic measures at a time when your trade relations have been improving.
For this purpose, for this reason, we're going to hold another meeting with the Russian authorities. We're going to hold a working meeting with them to discuss the deeper comprehensive free trade agreement with Europe, because as far as you know, we have free trade with Russia as well, with CIS countries, with Turkey, and now we'll have free trade with Europe.
And on that point,
so
does Georgia perhaps have more to gain from stronger economic ties with countries in the CIS, countries like Kazakhstan and, of course, Russia, than it would with the EU? Can you be sure that the economic benefits of closer ties with the EU is worth risking the relationship with Russia?
Well, we've made it very clear that Georgia's aspiration to become a member of the European Union is irreversible. Therefore, we're moving toward the European Union. This will never be changed. This is the decision of our government, which is backed by the will of the Georgian people. And therefore, we will not change this policy, because we believe that it is a unique and the only opportunity to modernize our country and to transform it into a real modern European state. And therefore, but I think it doesn't conflict with our policy to have a normal relationship with neighboring countries, including Russia, including other CIS countries. And the European Association Agreement is not against anybody. On the contrary, it is for Georgia, it is for Georgians, and of course we will do our best in order to benefit from this agreement. And also we will continue our constructive policy with all the neighboring countries.
Iraklii Garibashvili, live from Tbilisi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.